2 marker. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
And this is Lex back at it again with a trailer reaction this time.
There you go. All right, let's get right to it, Lex. Let's talk about this. Let's go. Spiders.
My son, never show mercy. They are prey. We are predators.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
Boys, your mother is dead.
She died because you sent her away.
She was weak, sick in her mind. You know my business, yes? Power is about strength. If you show weakness, you will give our enemies an opening. Shoot. Shoot.
Oh, man.
He's weak, like his mother. Leave him.
What happened that day?
What the hell?
I stared death in the face, and for the first time, I saw my true self.
Is Spider-Man retelling the story or what?
Tell me about this hunter. They say he uses a connection with animals to track his prey. And once you're on his list, there's only one way off.
There's 6 of us, and only one of you.
There's 6 of you now.
Oh, I don't know about that. Or whatever. I don't like that costume.
Oh, it's pretty gnarly.
Why do you hunt?
My father puts evil into the world.
Oh,
I take it out.
that was nice.
You're some kind of hunter. You are exactly like our father. Just another man hunting for a trophy.
We're murderers. Isn't that what he taught us? You don't get to do that to me anymore.
Mr. Taglin? Mr. Taglin? Where's Mr. Taglin?
Oh, you're standing in him.
All right.
You're a goddamn lunatic.
Oh, you just figured that out now?
There is an animal in each one of us.
Don't you want to know why they call me the Rhino?
Oh.
Skin disease.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Lex, what did you think of this trailer, man?
I'm feeling like 50-50. It like the movie, like it does look done right, like it I mean
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff they might be doing may be practical, of course, like that line wasn't. I'm feeling like 50-50 in terms of like, I don't know. It seems like they're taking a lot of liberties with some of these characters, and I don't know much about the Kraven origin in terms of
I was gonna ask you
the
that.
the father stuff, but I don't think I recall one where he has those type of abilities.
Yeah. Mhm.
Like he is the kind of I could be wrong, guys. Like feel free to correct me in the comics, but because I've only been exposed to a couple of his iterations, but yeah, those liberties, I don't know. I guess they're trying to make it make sense, but the cool thing about Craven himself is that he's this person that just is so prepared and so in tune with the hunting capabilities, and
Yeah.
he's like a master of disguise, so he's very good about kind of hiding himself from his eventual prey.
Mhm.
He excels in this like ability to be patient and like I said, prepared, almost to like, you know, to a degree, like that's one of the things that makes Batman a badass, but it's not necessarily a particular ability that he gains because of that. So I'm
Yeah.
not too sure how I feel about that. I feel like that could break it for me a little bit if they go too crazy with it. I like the Rhino tease. Don't show me Rhino just yet. If not at all, like I mean, maybe we don't need to, but I do like
Yeah.
that. To my understanding, the Rhino origin does seem more accurate, where he does actually have a transformation, either like a
Yeah.
sickness or a mutation that turns him into a humanoid-looking rhino with a face. On some other versions, it's like a suit, but that's to my understanding, it is actually a mutation of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have to see, man. Like I said, 50-50. There seems to be
Yeah.
some good, like,
Yeah.
drama around it.
Yeah.
Also, one quick thing, I'm
Yeah.
sorry
Yeah.
to
What's up?
interrupt,
No, what's up?
but, like, I don't think I caught, like, a Russian accent on Aaron Taylor Johnson. Like, on the Rhino,
No,
I did.
there was a little
Russell
bit
Crowe.
in the when he I think at the beginning of the trailer he kind of sounds like a little bit, but then
Well,
he
that was
doesn't.
Russell Crowe. That
No,
wasn't. I
no,
don't
no,
think
no,
that
no,
was.
no. Like when he first, I'm sorry, when they first see him in the trailer, I think he sounds like I don't know. I could be wrong. It could just be Russell Crowe talking the whole time.
Maybe I have to
But
watch it again. But
yeah,
like everyone else sounded more Russian than Aaron Taylor, but Aaron Taylor Johnson can do a Russian act. Like I
yeah,
know that for a fact.
yeah.
He's
I mean, come
done
on, he
really
was
good.
Quicksilver. I mean, he had a
Yeah,
Russian accent in yeah, in that. So I mean, I enjoyed it. Yeah,
yeah.
this movie there's a lot to take in. There's a lot. You know, the thing that always gets me, and I'm trying my hardest not to butcher the crap out of this movie because I want to give movies the benefit of the doubt. I really do, guys. Don't think that, oh, just because we don't like a trailer or anything like that, that if you love this trailer, that's awesome that you do. Tell us why in the comments down below, why you love this trailer or why you dislike it. That's fine. But the fact of the matter is that the problem with films like these is that the action looks spot on good. I like the action. The action's really good. The Spider-Man scene looks, or the Spider-Man, the spider scene looks kind of weird, kind of like they're trying to like mimic something. One of the things is that annoying the F out of me is the fact that Kraven the Hunter, they're pushing it again. I know we don't know too much about the comics origin, but they're pushing it more like Spider-Man. Instead of getting bit, he gets blood into the lion's blood is into him, and then he gains powers. Like, what the hell is like he gains lion powers? His eyes even turn into lion eyes. What the hell is going on here? Like, what? I mean, I could be totally wrong. Maybe this is comic book based. I could be wrong, but I don't remember it being like that whatsoever.
No. So
like, yeah,
I just did some reading to make sure if any of his versions, and I'm only reading on the generalized
yeah,
story, but no. So he trains his body to achieve like peak like hunter performance.
yeah.
He does have some sort of power, but like he, through his hunting and training and all that stuff, he did manage to put together like a serum with like herbs and different items that he got through his many different hunts
Yeah.
that slowed down his aging so
Mhm.
that he can always kind of be on his prime.
Oh, okay.
And it
Nice.
does allow him to, like in the comic books, it does allow him to be like 100 something years old
Mhm.
while still looking like he's in the best shape of his life. He's in like only like 30s or whatever age it may be. Like
Mhm.
he's always at the peak, but his training, his practice, like it was all like him with a mentor in the comic books, but it was
Yeah.
all him like I hate to make the Batman comparison, but just basically become the peak of physical performance. And so there's no extra power. There's no like,
Yeah.
oh, I can tell that wolf to kill someone. Like it's not that. And
Ugh.
there was something cool that I saw in
Yeah.
the trailer where like he actually like bit someone's nose off. Like that's very primal. That's very like
Yeah.
that gives me
That's
like Kraven
yeah.
vibes. But just knowing that everything else he does is
It's
because of that
story.
power, like it's just a little
Yeah.
weird.
It's story. It's about the you can have the best action sequences in the best ability. I mean, look at what John Wick has done. The last John Wick movie
Yeah.
had a really good story. Like it makes you care about the character. That's the whole point of writing a good story. But the story outcome of this is still lost. The director actually is only the director's named JC. The last movie he did was Triple Frontier, which came out in 2019, and the last one before that was All Is Lost, which I believe was with Robert Redford. So he doesn't really have he's directed about 3 films. He doesn't really have a big resume. So I'm kind of a little bit worried because knowing the fact, but not to say that this could be the start of something good in his career. But as far as directing goes and everything, he's been in a lot of executive producer roles, a lot of photography roles, a lot of producer as well, along with executive producer and everything. So I could see something happen here, but I mean, dude, this the first suit where he doesn't have the hair or like the line. I just didn't like it. It just looks weird. I don't know where Sony's going with this. I have no clue. And then we do want to mention right here, guys, and I saw this on a Reddit post because I was googling like the poster for it, right? Doing the graphics and everything. And I was all like, what is this? People are comparing this to the Black Panther poster. We'll put it right here on the image right here, right in front of us, guys. So this comparison to the throne image pretty much saying, oh, let me copy your homework and let's just revise it a little bit, make it sound a little bit, make it look a little bit different. Because I mean, could you agree, Lex? I mean, it's kind of similar in a way. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Sony could just be like they're basing off that comic book strip the one that we posted already. But
I have to defend the poster because, like, okay, just because he's on a throne, like, it doesn't mean that it's a copy. I see a little bit
the
of
fonts, the fonts.
But if you think, I mean, that font has been used in like the Elementals had like a
Yeah.
like you know
So
like
Disney owns the font. That's what you're saying. I'm just kidding.
no, because it's not the exact same font. But like, it's just if that's the case, then okay, Game of Thrones. Like, did Black Panther copy
What?
Game of Thrones? Like, because there's a throne and there's clearly a poster with
No,
a throne.
sir, that's a
you know what I'm saying?
different throne.
I think that's just people
no.
reaching. And if you ask me about those two in particular, because
Yeah.
there's the iconic Black Panther poster where
Yes.
it's Chadwick
It's his
Boseman.
hands. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
dude,
yes.
the
We know
look
that
of this
one.
movie.
Yeah.
That's iconic. I don't remember this ever seeing this one, and I'd stay pretty in tune with all the promotional material and stuff like that. I gotta say though, like the Black Panther one there that we see on the screen, to me in particular, style wise, I don't think it's better than the Kraven poster. I actually really like the Kraven poster. The Kraven poster doesn't look as digital. Like, they probably shot that. Maybe the skulls back there are digital and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They probably shot some of that organically. And some people, I didn't see the Reddit post, but some people may not know. But that throne that Kraven is sitting in is actually like comic book accurate, and I think it's paying homage to a Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man comic
Yep.
series.
We'll put it right here, guys.
Yeah,
Right here.
called The Hunted. I mean, look at that. Like, that's
Yeah.
pretty much the throne. I think it's
I
missing
could see
like
that. Yeah.
the saber-tooth head at the top, but like I like that it's kind of like a tribute. So I think we should like not think that it's copied just because of this and this and that. Maybe
Yeah.
the font, I'll give you that, the font, but like, how many different fonts can you do with, like, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah. And I don't know if I don't think I'm sold on this trailer. I really am not. It sucks because it doesn't get me pumped. It doesn't get me excited. There are some good shooting scenes. There are some good gun scenes, a lot of good action sequences that I really did like. That was really good.
Yeah.
But
Some
as
of the
far
action
as-
here looks like it has a lot of potential.
I mean, this is rated R, so this is rated, like, they really emphasize, Sony really emphasized this is rated R. So I get it, but it doesn't get me excited at all for this movie, man. I'm not excited for this. I'm just like, we'll see it when it comes out. We'll see if it does any good. It sucks too because the kind of actor that Aaron Taylor Johnson was, it sucks because that was one of the things that I hated whenever he first came in with Elizabeth Olsen, was that he died off in Avengers Age of Ultron. I hated that. That was one of my, like, they should have done someone else. I really thought we could have gotten more development with him and Elizabeth because they just brought him on. They brought him into that movie, and I mean, we saw little end credits here and there, but for the most part, they were the most the antagonists in the movie, and so I just
I don't know, man. Like, like you said, does this have me sold? Not yet. I think.
Yeah.
It has potential, but
Yeah.
some of the trailers in the other Sony projects had potential, but then the movie just botched the execution. So I'm really
Yeah.
hoping that they landed here. I'll probably walk into the movie with tempered expectations. I
Yeah.
liked Aaron Taylor Johnson, and I actually like Kraven is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. I
Oh, really?
love, yeah, I recall like that's a cool image, I gotta say. But I recall the the Spider-Man cartoon, the '90s version,
No, yeah.
and yeah, like the run whenever I don't recall. I'm pretty sure Kraven showed up multiple times, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he
But
did.
I remember those were some of my favorite episodes because it's just this dude. I did read up, and the mystical serum that he makes does enhance like things like his eyesight and like his smell, um, and that's cool. And I think the eyesight was kind of explored on the trailer there.
Mhm.
But once again, the controlling animals and I think that takes it a step too far. I would have liked to see, and this trailer didn't show us this, but I would have liked to see the aspect of more of that, the preparedness that this guy has, because
Yeah.
it sounds like from the comic books, he became Craven first, then put together that serum or
Mhm.
whatnot that enhanced him. But at that point, he did a lot of hard work and preparation. Here, it seems like it happens when he's a teenager, and then he grew up with these abilities. I don't know. I hope the movie
I
proves me
just hate
wrong.
the
I hope,
abilities.
yeah,
I hate it because he just got a blood from another. Like it's
yeah.
just not well done. I don't know. Call me crazy, guys. I just do not like the way the origin story of this, because it's pretty much like, call it whatever you want. I'm calling it's like a Spider-Man ripoff, because it's like genetic instead of a Spider-Man, because I mean the lion
Yeah, it's
does
like the
bite him.
lion bit you,
The
yeah.
lion bit him, but then the blood, they emphasized a lot on the blood.
Yeah,
The blood went in him, and then that a little
yeah,
drop of blood, maybe even a tear. I don't even know. But the point is that somehow it got into his bloodstream, and then boom. Instead of a bite, though, and like just showing the spiders and everything, I kind of feel like that's like a ripoff to Spider-Man in a way. Because I mean, you can't. I mean, it's
yeah.
kind of
And
weird, but
I
yeah.
bet you, I don't know. I want to make a bet like that, not a real bet, but like I'm betting
Oh yeah,
that
we're making a real bet.
I'm betting that like, so like the rhino probably has some sort of serum that turns him into the rhino or whatever. I bet you
Yeah.
that lion that he had to kill and that bit him and stuff like that is a lion that was scientifically modified, and that's why the blood maybe affected him. But like, I'm not saying I like it, I still don't. But I bet you like that's not an ordinary lion. I bet you
Yeah.
it's probably an enhanced one of some sorts, and then
Yeah.
that falls into his bloodstream and whatever. But like, if it's a lion blood, like how is he controlling that wolf? Unless once again
Yeah.
the trailer was out of context. Maybe
Unless
that wolf has his own.
unless the lion is from a multiverse of of Spider-Man to the Spider-Man verse, across the Spider-Man verse. Unless it's a lion from Miles,
Another.
a past Miles Morales.
And well, here's the thing.
Ooh,
Like I said, I
yeah,
love Kraven the Hunter. I
yeah.
am gonna go with tempered expectations.
I enjoy this
Honestly,
actor.
if
Yeah.
yeah, if Sony messes it up,
Oh, dude.
Craven, for those that don't know, Craven is actually one of the villains in the new Spider-Man game that's also coming out this year. It's actually
Ooh.
coming out in October as well. So we're getting two Craven stories in October, and I can almost guarantee, I could probably put like the house on it, that the Marvel Spider-Man, the video game, is gonna do it better. And you get to actually see Craven interact with Spider-Man, which is the
Yeah.
kind of the point.
It's kind of funny how they both come out in October. Isn't that
Yeah.
kind of weird?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I found that
That's not a
interesting.
coincidence.
Did they
That's
say
yeah.
which day? I think this is landing on my birthday week, so I think they just
I
said
got to double check on
October,
that.
but
But yeah.
yeah, I think this is landing early October. The Spider-Man game is October 20th.
Yeah.
But yeah, Craven is. They already kind of gave us a little bit of a tease of how Craven's gonna look, and he's badass there too. So
Nice.
we'll see.
All right.
Hopefully,
Yeah. We'll check it out.
hopefully it's good, man.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. If you have not already, be sure to like, share, subscribe to us on our Alamo City Movie Talk page. Help us get to 5,000 subscribers. We are literally 105 subscribers away from hitting our 5,000 mark. This is huge, man. The growth we've been so grateful for you guys. I did a post about it. Thank you all so much for supporting our YouTube channel here at the Alamo City Movie Talk Studios. Our growth has just been, we're really grateful for you guys and a lot and everything. And check out our other videos, check out our shorts that we got happening daily, weekly, that we have going out consistently. But thank you so much, guys. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan 680.
And this was Lex. Bye, everyone.
Catch you later, guys. Stay safe, Antonio. Peace.